What a great pleasure it is to welcome Nicholas Viljoen, who's the Managing Director of Wheel Collision. Now, we drive around our roads in some of the provinces. In Gauteng, I can speak for Gauteng especially, is that there are just lots and lots of potholes. Look, they're getting a little bit better. But, aside from the potholes, we occasionally scrape our mag wheel against the curb. And when you wash your car, there's that little scratch on the mag wheel that irritates the living hell out of me. But this is what makes somebody like Nicholas Viljoen smile at Wheel Collision, because this is what creates business for him. So welcome firstly to What's Next, Nicholas, and it's great to have you with us. Firstly, let me ask you, for any of our viewers that are unaware, could you tell us what services Wheel Collision offers? What do you guys do?
So we're the largest wheel repairer in South Africa. And I think what I'd like to do is take it back a bit to paint the picture of where this business has come from and, why we in it in the first place. So we're 100% owned by Tiger Wheel Tyre, and we bought the business back in 2017, originally at a 60% stake. And then we finalized the transaction in December 2020. And for us, what we realized is that before the acquisition, we had a lot of vehicles coming through our retail network that had damaged wheels. At the time, we didn't have any service offering for our customers, so they had one of two options. Option number one is they would either buy new OEM wheels, which would be at exorbitant rates, or option number two is they'll use irreputable repair companies that we felt very uncomfortable with based on how they repaired the wheels unsafely. So we bought into Wheel Collision, and the basis of it was to expand our whole of life mobility and convenience to our customers. And we wanted to make sure that we could provide a service to our customers where we're repairing wheels back to an OEM condition and back to a manufacturer warranty. So every wheel that we repair comes with a lifetime warranty on workmanship. We repair back to manufacturer condition, and we repair in a safe manner. So it is really important for us to build this ecosystem of brands with our partner being Tiger Wheel Tyre, so that we could offer that service to our customers across the entire country.
Okay, that's brilliant. I didn't know that you were a part of Tiger Wheel Tyre, which is great to know. That's where I get my tyres fitted. So you mentioned some of the attributes there, why you give your customers peace of mind. What makes your repair service superior to those one would receive from the other repair shops that you mentioned? Because let's be honest, I've always tried to figure out, how do you guys actually do it? Because this is a solid piece of metal, and I'm sure it requires specific, expensive kind of equipment to do all the skimming or whatever you need to do. So what makes your service superior to everybody else?
So before acquisition, the business was really focused on major refurbishments, so we've got 4 main refurbishment branches: Joburg, Pretoria, Durban, and Cape Town. And what we've implemented and invested into is these facilities on mirror new wheel manufacturing. So we've mirrored that entire process where we take a wheel that is damaged, take it through the entire process and repair it 99% back to original manufacturer condition. What really separates us is, within the refurbishment branches is that we X-ray every single wheel. And we've invested about 100 million Rand in X-ray technology across the country, so we can ensure that every wheel that we repair has 100% wheel integrity. You spoke about peace of mind. When we entered into this business, we wanted to make sure we had the right technology that gave us the peace of mind that we could repair wheel back to their manufacturer condition. I think secondly, we've got a national presence, and we're the only wheel repairer in South Africa that has a national presence. What it enables us to do is provide a uniform and consistent approach to all of our customers across the country. So we're insurance approved. We deal with all the major OEMs such as Porsche, Bentley, Ferrari, and we're able to provide that safe wheel repair to all of those customers countrywide. Thirdly, through the investment that we've placed, within our branches and the technology that we've developed, we're able to offer a lifetime warranty on the work that we provide. So as I said, we want to make sure that every wheel is 100% safe for use. If we deliver a wheel that is subpar and the paint is peeling, we put up our hands, we take the wheel back from the customer, and we repair it again for them free of charge. So we back the processes that we offer, and therefore we're able to offer that lifetime warranty on all the work that we provide. I think thirdly is we built this ecosystem of wheel repair brands within Wheel Collision. So when we bought the business, we only had the refurbishment branches. We then expanded into other product category additions to cater to any severity of wheel repair. So the refurb branches mainly deal with major structural damage. We then saw an opportunity where we wanted to offer more convenience to our customers. So we opened up a division called Mobile Magnetic, which is a mobile fleet of vehicles that repair minor damage on site. The large constituents of customers are car rental companies, customers such as yourself, where you've hit the curb, but you don't have time to book in the wheel for full refurbishment. We either come directly to your house or to your office, and we repair on site within 15 to 20 minutes. And that's really provided, additional convenience to our customers, but also at a much lower price point compared to a full refurbishment. So yeah, we've expanded this business quite rapidly. We then try to increase convenience as well through a division called our Express Centers. So again, we saw the opportunity within our retail network where our customers come in, they're fitting 4 new tires. When we're balancing that wheel, it's impossible to balance if the wheel isn't true and round. So again, if a customer hits a pothole, what we set up is many repair centers within Tiger Wheel and Tyre stores across the country. Currently, we have 84 at the moment, and we're expanding to 100 within the next few months. And basically, what happens on site is when we identify a wheel that has inner lip damage, a buckle or bend due to pothole damage, when the customer is changing his tires, we've got an operator on site. He straightens the wheel and he X-rays it at the same time. And then the tire is fitted, it's balanced, and then put onto the customer's car. So
very cool.
We
very cool.
build this entire ecosystem where we can cater to any severity of wheel repair.
That's amazing. It sounds, I mean, when you started talking about X-rays, it sounds like it's a hospital for tires, which it is, right? For wheels, rather, because you fix the wheels, you bring them back to their glory days. So you really are a hospital for wheels. Now, that X-ray is brilliant, and it's a huge amount of money. I actually understand that you actually offer X-ray certification. How does this work, and what exactly is the benefit of an X-ray certification?
So as mentioned, every wheel that we repair is X-ray certified. And we pioneered X-ray technology for wheel repair. So we actually started with a medical X-ray machine, and then we innovated that for wheel repair. And we've developed it over probably 15 years now, to the point where we are now. I think why it's important is because, when you repair a wheel, there's so much that goes into it, from welding to straightening, to that entire process. And when you're going through that process, you can't see through the naked eye whether the hairline cracks on the spokes of the wheel, the lug hole, or the valve hole. And also when you're welding a rim, if there are gouges in it due to pothole damage or major curb rash, you're doing that well. So you want to make sure you're getting 100% penetration. The only way to identify that is when you put it through that X-ray machine. So what it enables us to see is if there are any hairline cracks that we haven't picked up, and whether the welding has penetrated 100%, so it's safe for customer use. We've invested a lot into the X-ray side. It makes us feel very comfortable and safe, and gives us the peace of mind that every wheel has integrity. Since inception, we've repaired probably about 600,000 wheels across our different network of brands. And not once within those 600,000 wheels have we had a failure or defect. I think what's important to note is that, we're the only wheel repair company that actually has X-ray technology, and the only wheel repair company that certifies a wheel with an X-ray certificate. I think it's vital. And what it also allows us to pick up is that if a wheel is unsafe for use, we're going to tell our customers immediately. And probably between 5 to 10% of the wheels that we do on a monthly basis, a lot of those can't be repaired or beyond repair. So then we rather recommend to the customer to buy a new wheel. But then in addition, we saw the opportunity to expand into another division. So we opened up a business in 2022 called Wheel Exchange. And, what we realized is that often more than not, if you're buying a new Mercedes-Benz wheel, BMW wheel, for one of those new wheels, on average, it's about 15,000 Rand to 20,000 Rand for a new wheel,
Sure.
for one. So we saw a bit of an innovation opportunity to buy salvage wheels from auction houses, repair them through our refurbishment process back to manufacturer condition. And if we find that a wheel is irreparable or is beyond repair, we give the customer two options. You can either buy a new wheel at 15 to 20 grand, or we've got a solution where you can buy a second-hand certified refurbished wheel through us at 50% of that.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's brilliant. I mean, you guys are quite innovative in your businesses, and you're seeing the opportunities, which is brilliant. But how does a customer, like let's say myself, I'm looking at my wheels and I see that there's a scrape, I smacked the curb. How do I know if the wheel is damaged, if it's cosmetic damaged, or if it's actually affecting the wheel integrity? How would you know from the naked eye? I guess you can't, right? You need to get the X-ray done and come to you so you guys can have a look at it properly.
Yeah, so often more than not, if you've got minor scratches or curb rash, it won't really affect the integrity of the wheel. But if you're hitting a pothole or the car's in an accident and the wheels get damaged within those circumstances, then it's important that a proper inspection is done where the wheel does go through the X-ray, and we can take it through the refurbishment process. So if it's cosmetic, that's where mobile magnetic then comes into play, where they can then repair on site. But if it's major structural damage, pothole, or an accident, then our recommendation to our customers is always for us to inspect that wheel, run it through our process, build an inspection report for our customer based on the integrity of the wheel, and then we take the next steps then from there.
Okay. So alongside your four main refurbishment branches that you touched on earlier, you've also got those 70 express repair centers participating at, the various Tiger Wheel and Tyres around the country. It's an interesting arrangement you've got there. How does this relationship with these businesses help you deliver excellent customer service?
Yeah, so it's our 84 express stores instead of the 70. We've rapidly expanded over the last few months. And, basically what it provides, again, is the convenience for our retail customers. Secondly, what it allows us to also do is that, there's a cross synergy. So, when a wheel is damaged and it's in the retail centers where we have the mini repair stores, if there's major structural damage that my guys will see on the ground, then we're able to then refer that to the main refurbishment centers. So, it's cross collaboration, and it's a synergy from an intercompany perspective. And again, it just provides that additional convenience for our customers on site. Often if we look at the refurbishment branches, if you're booking in a wheel for major structural repair, it takes between 3 to 4 days on average. The express centers in the Tiger Wheel Tyre and Tyres More stores across the country, we repair a wheel within 30 minutes on site. So, it's really about a time convenience, making sure we're looking after our customers.
No, that's brilliant. Nicholas, you mentioned that mobile magnetic, and I'm thinking to myself, those are the guys I need to get to come and check out my wheels.
Yes.
How does this service work? You say it takes like 15 minutes. Where do you find them? How do you make a booking? How does it all work?
So we've got a WhatsApp customer service on our website that manages all the leads from our customers. We make a booking with the customer of when the time is convenient for them. And my mobile van will then go out to the customer, either to their office or to their home, and then repair that wheel on site. So at the moment, we've got 6 vehicles nationally. When we bought the business, we only had 3. We're opening up our 7th vehicle now in Bloemfontein at the end of November. And we want to rapidly expand that across the country so we can provide that service. So, basically what would happen, we've got a mobile van with an expert operator that drives the vehicle. We've got a compressor and generator in the back, fully kitted out with his paint guns, consumables, and paint supply. He will come directly to the customer. He will take a look at the wheel and the damage. If it's beyond a certain repair point, then we recommend to book it into the refurbishment centers. Okay. If it's minor repair damage or scratches, then he will repair on site. And what you'll do is you'll match the color of the paint to your wheel. You'll buff it and you'll buff the curb brush down a bit, and then you'll blend in the paint onto your wheel. What's very interesting about this business, and we thought that, we would have major customer complaints, when we bought it, because, we, weren't climatized to how it worked. But, since acquisition in 2021, we haven't had one customer complaint through that business. Wow. And our customers are completely satisfied. Number one, because you've got the convenience. Number two, because of the price point. And number three is because the repair that they provide is exceptional.
Gee, that's excellent. That's very good. You guys are really thinking out of the box here with all of these services, because at the end of the day, it's all about the customer. It's all about the convenience. If you go and get new tires and you can get your wheels sorted out at the same time, brilliant. I think it's outstanding. Yeah. Now, I'm sure you're coming up with all sorts of different things. What exciting plans for the coming months and years? Where do you take the brand next? I mean, I know you mentioned wheels. Please don't tell me there's surgery coming as well. X-rays and surgery. But I'm thinking out of the box as well. I would imagine that I would love to take out like some kind of insurance that would protect me if something does happen to my wheels over the duration that I own the vehicle. But what are you guys up to? What plans do you have for the months and years to come, Nicholas?
Sure, we've got many. Where do I begin? So I think firstly on your point of wheel insurance. So through our partner Tiger Wheel Tyre, we pioneered tire insurance in South Africa, and we have a product called XRay. Yes. Generally that's always for tires. What we have added onto that now is the wheel side as well. So we've got XRay for tires and wheels, and we provide that insurance then for our customers. Of course, if the wheel is damaged, then it comes through to me, and then the tires, then Tiger Wheel and Tyre then manage that process. But yeah, I mean, I guess the coming plans in the next few months in the near term is that we want to expand our express store network. We're opening up another 4 stores this month and another 3 in December. I want to be at 100 express stores by June 2024. As mentioned, mobile magnetic is an imperative strategic intent for us. So we want to expand our vehicle fleet across the country, and we'll do it in a very cautious and pragmatic manner. So, Quintain, as I mentioned, will open up next month. We've got in Durban, Cape Town, Johannesburg, and Pretoria already. I think the next step is that we need to expand into Port Elizabeth, East London, and the other provinces across the country. And then our refurbishment branches, Pretoria was the last one that we opened, which was last year, October. We've got Joburg, Durban, Pretoria, and Cape Town. We need to be in all the metropolitan areas. So I want to launch a branch in Port Elizabeth, East London, Bloemfontein, and Polokwane side as well. And I think that covers the base then across the country. And then, look, in the coming years, we, of course, got Tiger Wheel Tyre stores within our African network. So we've got stores in Botswana, Zimbabwe. We're opening up in Zambia. So we want to expand our service within Southern Africa. And then from there, eventually use it as a baseline into East Africa and West Africa as well. We've had a lot of interest internationally in Europe based on the services that we provide and the process that we provide. I think there's a lot on the table, we want to make sure that we at every touch point across the country for our customers. The more uniformed and consistent approach to wheel repair, the more we know that our customers are receiving a safe and consistent approach to wheel repair. And we know that we have a lot of competitors out there. The competitive market is very saturated. There are a lot of backyard fly-by-night shops in South Africa repairing wheels in a very unsafe manner. And you see it, right? I mean, we get high-performance supercars into our shop and their wheels have body filler on the back of the rim. And most of our competitors repair wheels that way. That's the problem. If you're traveling at 200 kilometers per hour, that wheel is going to disintegrate. So it's really important for us that we get across the country so that we can provide that safe wheel repair to our customers and to our prospective customers as well.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, you shouldn't be traveling at that speed, but you're right about the fact that there are those backyard operators, and just be careful. Get your peace of mind. Go to the experts, and it's incredible to see how much you've invested in the technology, Nicholas. That gives me that reassurance and peace of mind. Nicholas Viljoen, what an amazing success story. Managing Director of Wheel Collision. Thank you for sharing the story with us and the process. And I've certainly learned so much about what it takes to repair a wheel. It's not just adding a bit of this and a bit of that. This is, the reality is it's your car's integrity relies on this, because if that wheel malfunctions, your life is in danger. So why risk your life by getting a job done incorrectly? Thank you for joining us, Nicholas.
Excellent. Thank you, Aki. Much appreciated.